Good morning, Edmondson family. I am Shelton Justin Stanley, your youth leader, treasurer, and deacon. This morning, I have the great privilege to do a semi-interview. Ms. Cox asked me to do an interview for Sabbath School, and it was my pleasure to be a part of this program. So let's get started. I was born and raised right here in Baltimore, Maryland. I was born at Sinai Hospital. And growing up, I lived with like my nuclear family, my mom, my dad, and my sister. That's who I grew up with. And of course, those are my immediate family members that I grew up with. Of course, extended family in the area, several aunts and cousins that lived in the Baltimore area that also was a part of my growing up experience. When I think about people that really influenced me growing up, I would definitely say my extended family a lot. My aunts on both my mom and my dad's side, the cousins that are in the area, they really helped focus me on what I want to do. Part reason why I'm an educator now is because of some of the work that I've done with my mom and my aunts that are in education or that were in education. So they really encouraged me to be who I am and to make sure I was always doing my best. I attended Baltimore Junior Academy from kindergarten all the way through 10th grade. While I was at BJA, my mom was actually the principal for 4 of those years while I was there. That was definitely an interesting experience. It's one thing when you have a teacher at the school, when your mom's a principal, sometimes I feel like pressure's on you. Oh, you got to be like the perfect student, got to be like top of your class, straight A's, all that kind of stuff, honor roll, principal's list. Didn't quite live up to all those aspects. I was a good student, but not always the best of students, especially when it came to subjects like reading and history, not my favorites. Math and science, I always did really well in. Those other subjects, not so much. But hey, that's how it goes, right? In elementary school, middle school. I went to Pine Forge for high school, the Pine Forge Academy. I went there for 2 years, my junior, my senior year. And then after Pine Forge, I went on to Oakwood University, where I majored in mathematics, naturally, because like I said, math is my subject. So I majored in mathematics. And then after that, I started working. When I think about back over what specific events in my life have affected me, definitely when my mom passed away when I was 15 years old. I was a sophomore, my 10th grade year at BJA. That definitely impacted a lot of decisions that were going on. But what really resounded with me about the support system that I had around the time, it seems like, once that happened, even more family members stepped up, aunts stepped up, friends stepped up, and everyone really just was a good support system for me and my family during that time. And even though it was rough with all the support from my church family, at the time I was attending Berea, and school friends and school family and regular family, it was just easier than what could be expected. Like I said, right now I'm assistant principal at Dunbar High School. I entered education straight out of college. When I graduated from college in 2006, I started teaching in Baltimore City Public Schools at Dunbar Middle School. I taught at 2 other schools, one called Friendship Academy, one is called CASA. And I've been teaching for going on year 16 now. Wow. I've been teaching for a while. It's nice. I really enjoy what I do. Partly, I chose teaching because, like I said, my mom was a teacher, administrator. I had my aunts, my aunt Gwen, my aunt Delphine, my aunt Joan. Have several cousins in there. My cousin William. We're all educators and a couple work for the district. So it was just a natural progression to go into the education field. And I really do love my job, enjoy what I'm doing, especially being assistant principal this year at Dunbar. I'm really excited that I decided to go back to a school and make that move to administration. And none of this would be possible without the Lord in my life. I truly believe that without him, I don't know, people say all the time, oh, you're so well off and you're so good at this. It's no, I'm just blessed. I'm blessed beyond measure, blessed beyond belief, blessed beyond compare, to have a job that I like, that I love doing, to be able to put myself in this position. It's only by the grace of God that I'm able to see all this, to see where I'm at right now and to see what's happening in my life, to see my support system around me, my dad and my aunts and my cousins and my friends. It's only by the grace of God that he has sustained me during this time and continued to propel me in my career. I started off teaching, then I went to North Avenue, our district headquarters for a while, and I worked at what they call an academic content liaison, which was I supported the math department, math curriculum development and professional development for the district at a district level, supporting teachers with professional development, leading meetings, that kind of thing. And now I'm back at a school as assistant principal, and just looking at my trajectory of my career, of where it's going, and ultimately where it might end up going, I can only say it's by the grace of God that I'm able to do this. That's why I don't take for granted anything that I've done. I definitely don't take like quality or quote for myself. Like I don't say, hey, this is all me. I don't brag about it, because I solely know that this is because of the Lord, that he's blessed me with these talents and these gifts to be a part of this prospect. In the future, like I have a master's degree right now in administration. In the very near future, I'm thinking and very so much contemplating and praying about applying to enter a doctoral program to get my doctorate in education. So that is maybe the next step. We'll see if that's where the Lord leads me. If that's what the Lord wants me to do, then I would gladly take that next step and enter into my doctoral program. I've been doing some research about it. So, Lord willing, so I ask you pray about that with me as I decide whether or not I would like to go in that route. So with that being said, that's all I have for this morning. Thank you for this time, and thank you for listening to me, and let me talk through my experiences and about growing up here in Baltimore and BJA and Pine Forge and Oakwood. Thank you. Have a wonderful Sabbath.